You know, I think when I used to watch him in the videos, it didn't look that scary. Plus, you never see what goes around, so you see him charge the line, and only the ones
looks
that
good.
Yeah, it looks good, and like wow, it looks fun.
Yeah.
And I wasn't scared. I was scared when he'd call me from Alaska and be like, "Oh my God, there was a huge avalanche," or "We spent the night out," and I was like, "What?" So that was scary. But now seeing him for real, that's totally different.
Well, I just really wanted to show, what Big Mountain is all about, because I don't think too many people know about it, and the very few people that do know about it, it's probably underrated to those two. So I really wanted to show, a little bit of the history of the sport and what the pioneers were doing, but then also today that younger kids are bringing freestyle into the lines, and I think that's the ultimate form of snowboarding.
For me personally, it was great to go to Alaska in the first place. I kind of made the movie for that purpose. And then to meet all my heroes from when I was a teenager, like Tom Bird, Victoria Jelouse, Matt Goodwin, they're all my heroes, so it was cool to interview them.
Yeah.
And then spent 2 months in Alaska with the Absent crew, Nico, Travis, and all. It was a great experience. I think at first I went there thinking, oh, it's great, I'm going to, see a lot of beautiful places.
Yeah.
And what you really bring back is the people you meet. All the Alaskans, the locals, they were great, great people, so it was fun. Well, I think they're all different, but for me, Tom Bird was really an idol. He's the one that I think everybody knows about, and he's been there forever. But then there's the real characters like Mike Rankwitz, who's a good friend, and he's just very funny, but he's really smart too when you get to know him.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't look smart, but sorry, Mike. But no, great people. Farmer, it was like, Farmer, he's a star. I mean, he was a star. And just a great guy. Yeah, and Victoria, for me, Victoria was just all-time hero, and she's amazing.
She's so
really
cute.
She's hot. She's really cool, down to earth, and she charges. Yeah.
Is it really a personal thing for you? Is it like showing a part of your life?
Yeah, for sure too. It was a way for me to kind of show and share with the people what I've been fortunate to live for about 15 years, and also to show that there's more than just what they see in the films. Because in normal videos you see a couple seconds of just the best shots, and what I wanted to show is that everything else, the backstage and what it takes, and the waiting, the stress, everything else that's involved.
I think for Axel it was very personal, to share with the people what he's been living for 15 years, and then everybody even his friends or his family would ask him, so, what's your life like? What's your snowboarding like? And he couldn't really explain it, he couldn't share.
Yeah.
And now he can really share what he's been through, And for me, it's to really also show what those people did for the sport, because all those kids don't know about Farmer and Rankwitz and these guys. They're like, oh, okay, he invented that, oh, he did that. And, it's great to give back, I think.
How long did it take you to do this movie, and how many people were involved in that?
Well, it was basically a two-person movie. It was myself and my wife, and we did most of the work. Of course, we hired people, to help us with the editing and the post-production, but everything else was done by the two of us, and that's why it took so long. I mean, it was almost 2 years, like a year and a half of really, really hard work, and I don't think I would ever want to do it again. It was too much in the end. Editing killed me. But I'm really pleased with the result, and the writers that are featured in the film are really pleased too. So that's a good gift.
And as a spectator, I can tell you that I was really pleased and impressed of seeing such a deep movie. In fact,
that's cool. A lot of people told us that they were glad that finally something about big mountain riding came out and did it justice. So that really makes me happy. It's the natural evolution of the sport. I think bringing freestyle. I mean, everything has been done in the parks. I mean, every pro rider today can do all the tricks in the book, and they have different styles, but they can still pretty much all do it. So I think bringing that into natural terrain is that much harder. So it can only be better. So I think that's where the progression is, and if they keep pushing it that way, it's certainly the ultimate form of snowboarding.